Yeah, mate, look, great to be back in Vegas, no doubt about that. You know, I love this place, and my time at Ferrari shows that this place loves me as well. We never lost here. So, you know, I know how to win around this place. And are we going to win today? No. Are we going to get on the podium, though? No. Points. Maybe points. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain, and welcome back to Aussie Villain Racing for the Las Vegas Grand Prix today. Now, we had a very, very good record, outstanding record as Ferrari team principal last F1M24 because we never lost here. I think we had 2 or 3 1-2s as well, and it was tempting to get Giovinazzi in, so I don't think he ever finished worse than second for us at Ferrari. So we know how to win around here. The issue I think we have is this. Top speed 20th, DRS effectiveness 18th. We're really, really going to struggle down these long straights, and yeah, I mean, even points might be a little bit of a stretch for us, but we'll obviously give it a go. We know from history that you've got to qualify well, get in that lead DRS train and just try and go with them as long as possible. Now, I do think that the game has changed a little bit for Vegas as well. It's not quite when we were winning here, it was very much a one-stop. You just got in that train, saved everything up, last 2 laps you went for it. I don't think it's going to be like that this version of the game. So red is sector 1, blue sector yellow sector 3, blue sector red is sector 1, yellow sector 2, blue sector 3. It's usually red, blue, yellow, isn't it? Anyway, sections by speed, we can see there, it's just straights, isn't it? It's just straights. The attributes, and again, we can see top speed, which is what you need, and the DRS effectiveness is what you need, and that's what we don't have. So, yeah, there we go. Green flag stop, it's a very short time loss, and it is expected to be a 1 or a 2 stop. So we'll see what we get. The soft tie-up doesn't really, it's only 0.3 of a second a lap faster than the medium. It is 0.7 or so faster than the hard. It's a short time loss, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm just not sure. Verstappen, of course, won here in real life last season, the first ever Vegas Grand Prix. And yeah, well, let's go and have a look at our race targets. We should be able to finish 18th. I'm fairly confident of that. But anyway, to Vegas. So the weather is going to be cold and cloudy, which is, I think, what they had last year in real life, wasn't it? So I'll go and do some free practice here. Let's keep our fingers crossed, no crashes, and I'll see you for qualifying. Okay, so we have done free practice, and it was okay. It was okay. FP1, we were down there 18th and 22nd. Was this the one? No, this wasn't the one. FP2 was the one where Doohan's ERS packed it in, so he didn't do many laps, so it was 14th and 22nd for Doohan there, but didn't really get a proper session at all. You'll notice a lot of penalties as well, which may or may not help us. And then FP3, again, it was 15th and 22nd with Stoffel. Now, we do have old engine parts in. The other thing, I was trying to avoid doing it. We're going to have to get Jack a new ERS, I think, which means he'll be taking a penalty here. It'll leave us 3 million to do the last 2 races, right? Because it's still Qatar and Thingo to come. That should be okay. It should be okay. So yeah, like I say, it means he's going to take a penalty here, but it'll help him in the race, I think. And you can see we were using old engines, so we should be quicker. Let's keep our fingers very much crossed that we are, because we need to be as close to the front as we can be. Otherwise, we are absolutely no chance of anything here. Now, the other thing we're very much trying to do here as we go on our first run is get the draft. Because I think that's going to be important. Now, if anything, I think Doohan might be a little too far back of Van Dorn here to get a meaningful slipstream. So we'll see. Yeah, I may have left it a little bit too long. We've got a Sauber up here about to get in the way as well, do we? In the worst part of the track. Is that going to hold? Did we pass it? No, we're getting down the back straight, so that's okay. So Doohan has gone purple in the first sector, so he's getting some advantage here. He might almost be the perfect distance back, where it hasn't affected him through that first part of the lap. He's not going purple anymore, unfortunately. But let's see. We're coming towards the end of the lap. Yeah, whoever's behind us, it's a McLaren, so we don't expect to be that fast. But let's see where we stack up. Hopefully, relatively comfortable. So it's about a quarter of a second, almost exactly a quarter of a second faster for Doohan. And Piastri is a second faster than both of us. So, yeah, Doohan ahead of Gasly, which maybe that's not a great lap. Alright, so this has not worked out at all. We're going again. We were trying to do the draft with Van Dorn behind. and with traffic coming on faster laps and whatnot, it just didn't work. You can see Doohan's a mile up the road, and is he about to get held up as well? So it's very, very tricky. Doohan is going faster. Van Dorn is also going faster. We need to, because we're currently in the drop zone. So yeah, we have to go faster. Doohan's getting a little. This is good actually. Doohan is getting a draft off of whatever this is. Is that an Alpine? Looks like it is an Alpine. So they're not gone faster in that middle sector though. Well, that is surprising. As well, it's not been enough. What's Van Dorn going to do? Van Dorn gets himself through. Doohan, though, is in all sorts of trouble here. Alright, we are going for a third lap, and Doohan is right behind a Sauber Mercedes. That is very much holding us up at this point, if they're not on a hot lap. I think they are, because they were zigzagging. So if we can get the tail of a Mercedes, that should work out quite well. Now, Van Dorn is just clinging on right now. He does not have anybody. Oh, there is someone just there. If he can catch them, maybe. But it doesn't look like it. But this Mercedes for Doohan might actually be the difference between him getting through and not, because he's going to get an absolute cracking draft to the problem where his issue might actually be having to overtake. But we are going toe for toe. Look at this, right behind the Mercedes. It's going to be Van Dorn's done nothing. Van Dorn is going to be out almost certainly. But here we go again with Doohan. He's got a penalty as well, so we would have much rather... Oh, it's gone 7th. The power of the toe. And we really needed Van Dorn to go through, not Doohan. But, yeah, we need to stick behind a faster car, don't we? So Van Dorn will start 17th. That's going to need a bit of a miracle, isn't it? So Doohan is our great hope. Alright, well, we didn't get a second run in with Doohan. He's going to start 16th, plus penalty is last. Yeah, we made the mistake just trying to wait for a tow, and waited too long. You can see there's a Ferrari and a Red Bull that are up here, and with traffic coming past and having to slow up, we missed out. So, to be honest, without a tow, we might have got Tsunoda. We had to have the tow to have any chance, and it just didn't quite work out for us. So, there we go. Not going to be a good one, this one, is it? Okay, so it's 15th with everybody's penalties and 19th. And the game is saying it's not a one-stop anymore. I mean, it could be, but it's not really, is it? It looks like it's going to be a two-stop race. I wonder if there's an argument to say with Doohan, maybe we do try it as a one-stop. Stoff can just about manage it as a two-stop race. But I wonder if the way for Doohan, given that he's 19th, is maybe just try and one-stop it. It's saying it's a minute slower. No, that can't be right. It's saying the two-stop is the faster way to do it. Now, Doohan doesn't have the soft tyres to do it, though, does he? Let's have a look at our tyres. Because Van Dorn I saved. Yeah, he's got... Because he didn't do well in qualifying, he's got 2 and 2. We've got 1, 2, and 1 with Doohan. So that's probably why the AI had him on the soft, hard, medium one, wasn't it? Well, we don't need to be on a hard tyre any longer than we need to be. So, we could do something along those lines. Yeah, there's a part of me that wonders if it's worth starting on a hard, but we've seen before that when you do that, everybody comes out on fresh tyres where you're on the old tyres, and the undercut is just too powerful. So I think we've got to do it that way. Yeah, I mean, we've never not won here. I dare say that is until now. Because this is going to need a bit of a crazy race with safety cars and red flags at the right times, and yeah. Alright, welcome back. Let's see if we can do the miracle here. Just a quick, not really reminder, but notice, I guess. Premier League obviously starts tomorrow. It is, isn't it? I forget there's a Friday game. We have a Premier League predictor. If that's something that you're interested in, I will try and remember to put a link in the description of the video. You know, more the merrier. Everybody's welcome to come and join. So that is, yeah, that's there for everybody. And the other thing is the video yesterday, so the last video with the 2 races, it was a little bit longer, obviously, but if anybody has any feedback, if you prefer that, 2 races that gets through seasons a little bit quicker, obviously. It was a little bit easier to do because, obviously, Mexico was just a disaster from the start. And so it was, yeah, it was sort of an easy one to just put my hands up and say, well, this isn't working. So yeah, we'll call it kind of thing. I'm not sure how this race is going to go, but yeah, my intention is just to do the one race because typically Vegas has been a good one. Even if we're down the order a little bit, it should be a race that is entertaining because of the sort of slipstreaming nature. Although it never quite materialized in real life, did it? The Vegas race was never quite what I think a lot of people thought it was going to be, probably from playing this game, to be honest. So yeah, we'll see. We could do with getting past Bottas here and going with these Mercedes. They could take us a fair way up the field. But we've got to make sure that we're getting Bottas when they get Bottas, and everybody's getting Bottas right now. Wow, that is insane. Can we go and do 3 in the one straight? Go on, stop. Send it in, mate. Send it in. We could do with getting ahead of one of the Mercedes, and it looks like we have. We will have to take it. Look at that. Look at him go. Stoffel Van Dorn, a man on fire. Sargent's been overtaken. Oh, wait. So Dorn is going with him as well. Well, this has been a very, very decent start to the race for us. And yeah, like I say, these Mercedes, if we can cling on with them, they could take us forward here. So it's been a great start to the race. What sort of tyres is everybody on? I did see Bottas on a hard. So yeah, maybe there's a few people trying the old one stop. That's getting a little argy-bargy there in front of us. But we've got the DRS, and yeah, Russell should be a bit of a sitting duck by the end of the straight here. And we've still got Hamilton behind us as well. The Mercedes on a medium. I wonder if that suggests they're going to try and one-stop it. Anyway, we will come back. This is, fingers crossed, looking okay-ish. Okay-ish, let's go with that. Okay, so far, so good. It is indeed working out as planned. We are sort of almost working with the Mercedes, to catch these cars in front. Lap times, last lap, we were a little slower perhaps. Russell had the DRS, so that's why his time is a bit faster. He's sort of got the slingshot. You can see, they're right there. So we're definitely catching them. Doohan has just been a little bit harder on his tyres. I'm not 100% sure why. I did push him a little bit harder at the start, so perhaps that's the reason. But we have now joined onto the DRS train that is 11th. More or less. Has Russell got the DRS? Maybe he's not quite got it, but we're essentially there. And there's not that much of a gap then to Alonso in the points. And Stroll's got a bit of a... He's sort of the cork in the bottle, it looks like, as Hamilton gets past Doohan. This is the tough part of the race now for Doohan, I think. He just needs to try and stay with this group till he comes in, puts on his new tyres. We might need to push him on a little bit here. He really does need to stay with this group. And as things stand, he's in very, very big danger of dropping out of the DRS. And if he does that, he'll do very, very well to get it back. So, oh, he's right on the edge. He's just outside. Can he get back in? I think he's lost it. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. Was that us? Oh, it's what's that?
I'm not quite sure what's happened.
Is it a safety car? Alonso has crashed. Alonso is out. There was right in front of us. Van Dorn is a big chance of getting past somebody here. That's not quite happened. Doohan is very much back in the DRS after that. That was a bit of a saviour for him. Ocon has come into the pits. There's no safety car though, so there's no immediate danger. Let's push on with Doohan. What we need to do is try and get K-Mag here with Van Dorn if we can. So we don't want Russell getting away, because Russell was a 6-second gap now after that Alonso crash, who was now retired. That really put a bit of a gap, didn't it, between 11th and 10th, which is a big, big shame, obviously. It also, it looks like, closed the gap up behind us. So, yeah, we've been caught out a little bit by that. But it's still going quite very well compared to what I was expecting. It just all comes down to whether or not we can stay in this DRS train. And I think the second that Doohan drops out of it, we've got to bring him straight in. He's in his pit window now. We're pushing the hard tyres quite hard as it is anyway. So, yeah, the second he loses the DRS, we stop. I think it's got to be the tactic here. But Van Dorn is very much in this, considering he doesn't have to use a hard tyre either. He's doing a brilliant job. So we'll come back for pit stops. It's probably a lap or two away, but not too long. In fact, it's going to be this lap. Oh, is it? No, maybe not. Well, we're just about hanging in. We are just about hanging in.
You ready? Okay.
And I'm not sure if we've stayed in DRS at the line there. I'm not sure where the line is for DRS. It looks like we've got it. So this is Doohan's lap to come in. Hulkenberg's got a fault, so that he was right there with us, wasn't it? The hard tyres, it looks like a Bottas are starting to come good. Van Dorn will push him as long as we can, because we're obviously not running a hard tyre with him. And this group is just fracturing up a little bit right now, isn't it? Although everybody comes back together for the straight. And yeah, this is going to be an important stop. We really, really need the AVR boys to get doing a good one. We need to make sure after the stops that we're sort of coming back out in this group. And Van Dorn has moved up to 10th, as somebody must have stopped, did they? Stroll has stopped. Was that the reason for going up to 10th? Because Russell's back ahead of him. Off on go, 2.3. Very, very nicely done. Now Hulkenberg stopped behind us. Not sure exactly. He looks like he is right behind us, is he? Yep, very much behind us. That's him there. So, yeah, Doohan needs to put in some good laps now. Van Dorn has got to try and keep Russell in front of him within DRS. He may have just dipped outside there. He will still get a slipstream. Oh, no, he does get DRS. He does get DRS. All right, so I think maybe next lap is going to be the one for Van Dorn. Because he's in his pit window. There's a few mechanical faults in the top 10 as well. Doohan's lost 2 positions. That's going to be back straight DRS. Yeah, we knew those guys were right there, so that's fine. We'll put on a medium. Just needs to stay with them, which he's done, which is absolutely fine. Alright, Van Dorn. That's Tsunoda. So we've caught Tsunoda. He was 6 seconds up the road. Now he's on old soft tyres, which is maybe why he's dropped off. It just shows these Mercedes have been an absolute godsend for us. Now, when we're out operating on our own, it's going to be a big if we can sort of keep pace with them without sort of them towing us along. But the advantage we will have is new tyres while they're on their old mediums. What sort of lap times has Doohan been putting in? We're about to find out. This is his first sort of full push lap. And we need another good one here. Off on go, 2.2. Excellent work. And so Doohan did a 45, which isn't spectacular, it must be said. And it looks like he's lost the back of Ocon, which is also not spectacular. Alright, well, we need to put in some good laps now, don't we? Let's not worry about recharging batteries right now. Let's not necessarily deploy, but certainly not worry about putting energy back in. These need to be big laps, and Doohan needs to get his arse in gear, doesn't he? He's dropped away quite a bit here. Alright, well, unfortunately, Hamilton just absolutely put the foot down last lap. We tried to go with him. He did a 140.8, so he was 2 seconds faster than us. And we just don't have that sort of pace in the car. And it's meant that he has... he's taken off up the road. We've used our battery, drained it trying to go with him. He's just set the fastest lap of the race again. And, yeah, Tsunoda has been able to sort of, get dragged along down the straights with him. So that is a massive blow in our bid to score points. Yeah, we've lost 4 seconds in 2 laps there, which has always been my frustration with the game. I just don't know that out of the blue cars are that much quicker. But maybe, if you do deploy and all that for 2 laps, maybe you are. But Anyway, Doohan is still struggling. He just, at this point, is just trying to race to get his 18th and sponsor money. Van Dorn is usually the great hope for points. And again, he's frustratingly close as Russell's just got past us. Now, if we can cling on to Russell, or Bottas, where's Bottas come from? Maybe they can drag us up. They're doing 40s as well. So that's Van Dorn's race right now, is hang on to them. And yeah, hopefully. They're both on mediums, so they'll be stopping again. Alright, so we're just over halfway here. Now, Bottas is flying, and I'm very, very worried he's going to score a point for Sauber here, which would be devastating for us. Unfortunately, what we're seeing here is, once we're out of the DRS, our straight line speed is just holding us back. I'm pushing on Van Dorn a little bit now, in the desperate hope that we'll catch. We're falling backwards seconds a lap, unfortunately. We're at Albon pace. 39, Jesus Christ, Bottas. Go and stick it in a wall, will you please, mate? Yeah, the reason I'm pushing on, I figure we've got a medium tyre. We can always just put that on at the end. Yeah, I don't know really what else we can do. I mean, even Doohan is just, without the DRS, he's not able to break away from cars that we were seconds ahead of at the start. And a lot of that is obviously down to the fact that we were just getting towed along by the Mercedes. So once we don't have that, unfortunately our lack of straight line speed is showing. I think what this is showing me as well is cornering is very important in the game, because that's where you make up most of your time. But we've got to be faster in a straight line, because we are just, I mean, if you look at the gap to Albon as we go down this straight, it just keeps ticking up and up and up and up and up, and we're losing like 3 or 4 tenths just down that back straight, and that is a lot to try and make up in the corners. So yeah, it's going to be our least memorable Grand Prix at Vegas, I think. So we could really use a safety car. Okay, so this is Doohan's in-lap. He's going to come in and put a medium tyre on. We've gone 1 lap further than we were expecting to. One thing is petrol is looking very, very difficult to save around here. You'd think with the long straights, you know, it'd be quite easy to lift off and save, but it's not proving to be the case. I'm a little concerned, but anyway, a 2.5 second stop is not too bad as the leaders come in, so that's going to save us from getting lapped, so that's a good thing. And then Van Dorn will be a little way away yet. We are going to try and get him onto a soft tyre, I think. He's roughly in the window, but we'll see. Let's get these tyres up to temperature for Doohan. Magnussen's got mechanical faults. I live in hope that all these mechanical faults come in for us, and maybe one of them causes a safety car or something. But those are very, very wishful hopes, unfortunately. There's a yellow flag, a safety car. Now, multiple cars have crashed. It looks like it might be Zoe.
So what happened?
That's no good if it's behind us, and it's yeah, it is. It's Ocon and Zoe. So that doesn't really help us at all. It's not really much of a crash anyway, is it? But if we bring him in this lap, that soft tyre is going to be on a very difficult life to get home, isn't it? Alright, let's bring him in. Let's bring him in next lap and try for the soft tyre. Yeah, I mean, if we go an extra lap, who knows? Maybe we get that miracle safety car. I mean, even a miracle safety car is not going to help us that much. It'll just bring us up behind everybody. It's not going to mean we jump anybody, because everybody is stopped in front of us anyway, except for Bottas, who's 9th. Oh, we don't need that. We do not need Bottas coming 9th in this race, or 10th. He has got to stop. He will probably put on a soft tyre, won't he? Because that's what we're going to do. So we need Ricciardo, Stroll, and Tsunoda to, you know, be strong, boys. Be strong. Don't let him pass. Oh, he's going to score a point. And that's going to put us down to 10th in the championship, which is obviously 1 place below. We're a bit of a risk of cost cap right now, because we've got doing his new ERS. As long as there's no crashes and we need to do a mass build, then we should be okay. But obviously it's slightly annoying. I don't know if I told you Alonso's retired. You can see that there, though. It was a mechanical issue for him. So 15 laps to go. Bottas is coming in. Can we get a pit stop issue? Can we get a pit stop issue? He's down to 13th. Oh, it's a good one too, those mother effers. He's going to score points. No, Bottas. Oh. Alright, do we get a good one? Yes, we do. And we come out just behind K-Mag. Now, he pit quite a while ago, so he's going to be on older hard tyres. So, yeah, he shouldn't be a problem for us. We might... Oh, no, we should get those soft tyres to the end, so that's fine. And then we've just got the 20 seconds to try and catch Bottas, who is only on mediums. Okay, so that might help us a little bit, because I don't know that he's going to be that much quicker to catch the 11 seconds or so to get to the RBs and Stroll. We've got a yellow flag. It's a red flag! Oh, Albon's regretting that. Alright, well, race reinvigorated. Who's crashed? Is it Tsunoda? Who's crashed? It is Tsunoda. He's hit the wall, and that's, well, that's broken suspension. Sent him into the other wall.
Sorry, mate.
Oh, and if we'd stopped just that little... Well, we didn't lose a position, really, did we? So it wouldn't have made a difference. But, well, do we have fresh, soft tyres for people? That's the next question. So, Van Dorn is on his best set, so that's fine. He will continue on as he was. Doohan, we'll put him on his best set of soft tyres. Yeah, because they're better than the mediums, and they'll be quicker as well. Do we go with the mediums in the hope that everybody's on softs and maybe he can come through later on? Because there's not that much difference. 90 to 84, it's not that much difference, and he's going to need something to go his way, isn't he? So let's do that. Let's hope that Doohan can come through a little bit later on, perhaps. Oh, all right. We start again, and Bottas is going to be starting from 11th.
After a pause in this race,
Van Dorn is going to be starting from 13th. We need to stay in DRS here, don't we? We need to stay in DRS, and we also need to be deploying.
I know, man. Just keep it cool.
And well,
Yeah, copy.
we need to stay. Bottas is 10th. Bottas is 10th. We need to be a little bit careful on the tyres. What's everybody on? So there's some hard tyres out there. That's not good. That's really not good. Okay. So we're behind Bottas as it is right now. Got a nice drive out of there. Bottas, that's nasty, man. Come on. Just stay with him. Just stay with him. DRS next lap. And are we going to be in a shootout with Valtteri Bottas for the last point? That is going to be basically the only point that either of us could score this season. So DRS is active, which means we will turn off the battery and we will save that for later. And it may well be we find ourselves in the position that we find ourselves in often here, except going for a win, we'll be going for a point. Just stay with the DRS. Stay in that zone. Are we about to lose that? No, we're okay. And just go full attack on the last few laps. Let's not be recharging though, please, because that has just cost us huge. That has really cost us. Oh, that stupid ERS battle assist, and Bottas is up to 9th now, is he? It's a yellow flag.
Just watch out, okay?
Did Bottas hit the wall? What's happened? Competitor crash.
There's been a crash.
What's happened? What has happened? Oh, it's right at the back. Who cares? Don't get my hopes up like that. Alright, let's turn this stupid battle assist thing off. Oh, has that just cost us a point? Oh, Stroll! Stroll has just crashed and it's a safety car. Okay, so, I mean, it's too late for us to come in with anybody other than Doohan, who we will come in and stick on the soft tyres now, and that puts Bottas into 10th. We don't have the pace. We don't have the pace to go with the leaders, and Bottas is going to score a point. So everybody at the back is coming in, because why wouldn't you, really? Alright, so we are coming back. 3 laps to go. That is Bottas in 10th. That is how close we are to points with 3 laps to go. Now, Doohan is going to be just full on attack from the start. I'm going to try and hold back Bottas's battery for the last 2 laps as he sticks a move in on Albon, which is a good one. Now, this is where our soft tyres may come into our advantage. But yeah, I'm going to try and hold off the battery, because what I want is to have the full push for the last 2 laps. But we've got to stay within. No, we've got to go. We've got to go now. We're losing DRS. This is going to be, well, we don't have DRS this lap anyway. But he's they've taken off. Absolutely taken off. 2 seconds in that middle sector. That is ridiculous. And just like that, we're going to have a long way back, because they're all going to have DRS off each other and we're not. And how I wish I could do that safety car restart again. We've got Albon up our inside, but we're racing for 11th with 2 laps to go. Oh no. Maybe Bottas will, maybe he's drained his battery. We can hope for that, perhaps. Yeah. What's the gap? Still 3 seconds. Oh, they're driving away from us. If we could have... see, the thing is, yeah, what I should have done is deployed the first lap, not deployed second lap, deployed the final lap. And if I could have my time again, and oh, how I wish I could have my time again, that is what I would be doing. But Sauber are going to score a point, and that is going to be a point that means they go above us in the championship to 9th.
Charles Leclerc is today's winner.
And we've come 11th for the 2nd time this season. So there we go, Bottas up 4 places. We were also up 4 places, but yeah, Doohan up 5 after his penalty as well. Ended up in 14th. The drivers doesn't really affect us, though Verstappen, if he hasn't already won, that is very close to it now. And this is what hurts. They have a point. They go above us. We are now 10th. Of course, the championship that really matters, the pit stop one. Van Dorn got the 2nd fastest stop, Doohan the 10th fastest. So that means we stay in 4th. And we've got a little gap over RB now. So 4th is looking pretty good with 2 races to go, as long as we stay consistent. And everybody gets their prize money as well, their sponsorship money, so another $1 million. So with 2 races to go, we have it all to do. Now, how's the board feel about things now? We're below the target. I'm thinking we've got high confidence. The race performances are good. If we go and have a look at the cost cap, we've got $3 million for 2 races. That should be okay. We're not going to get sacked, I don't think, for that, but it would have been very, very nice to come 9th, wouldn't it? But who knows? Maybe we can go and get a point. Qatar might actually suit the car okay, because we're not too bad in medium and high-speed corners, which is what it is. So, you know, maybe we can come back in Qatar and get... We've got good tyre preservation as well on a track that eats tyres. So it's a sprint weekend. Who knows? Maybe we can have an absolute stonker. Let's hope that that's the case. Otherwise, yeah, it's going to be 10th this year. If you've enjoyed that, guys, make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you next time in Qatar. Take care.